Hello, my Jedi friends, and today I'm going to show you how to outsource your problems to the universe. And some of you will be looking at this and thinking, what a load of bollocks, which is a fair enough thing, folks. So let's just play with it. Let's see this exercise as a game. So here's the worst case scenario. If you're feeling that the world is against you at the moment, you've got nothing to lose by playing this game and testing this exercise. So all you have to do is give yourself permission to play, and let's play a game, folks. So shit happens. Let's start with that. Shit happens, and it could be really heavy duty shit. People are arseholes. They're doing this. Relationship breakdowns, thrown out of your house. Somebody's defrauded you in the case. And, let's take terrible things that could happen. Things fall apart. Things come to an end. Somebody dies. Terrible, terrible things that could happen. And when they all accumulate up, you can feel overwhelmed. Shit's hit the fan. Money's not coming in. You're panicking. Things aren't going well. So let's take that. Let's take the worst case scenario. So let's look at it from an energy point of view. When we get caught in a low energy space, we just keep repeating the same thoughts. This is the issue, folks. Something might happen once. You might have a relationship breakup. That's a bad energy point. But what's worse is the constant playing repetition in our mind. And what that does is take us into a low energy spot. Takes you into a low energy spot, my Jedi friends. So this goes right back to the heart of things, of what things that we can do something about, things that we can't do something about, and knowing the difference. So this exercise works on what we can do something about and what you can do something about anytime, any day, any place, anywhere. Is take control of your own thoughts and what you're putting out there. Because remember, you're sending out messages now. This is like you being a kid. You're going to write your letter to Santa. What do you want? You're not going to put down a load of shit and a relationship breakout. And yet, energetically, that's what we put out there. When you keep energizing the same thing, why is this happening to me? Why did that arsehole do this? Blah, blah, blah. We empower bad things to come back to us. So what you're going to do is take all of the stuff that you can't do anything about, and you're going to send it to the universe. And how does that work, Adam? You're just going to let go of it. You're going to promise yourself for the duration of this exercise, and as long as you can, that you're going to give it no further thought. That's what we're talking about here, folks. No further thought. Now, if you do find yourself drifting and thinking about it again, you're going to catch yourself and you're going to let yourself go. And then you're going to revert to what we're doing here, which is you're going to empower something better. So we energize things that are better. Now, some people in personal development call this acting as if. How would you be different now if your world was brilliant, if you had a ton of money, if you had ultimate manifestation skills? Now, the odds are it's this simple, folks. If somebody said, here's a check for £1 million, you saw it go in your bank account and suddenly your energy changes. That's what we're talking about. You have to do this in reverse to energetically put it there. And then you have to show up. To show up as what would you do? What would you do if you weren't panicking? What would you do if you knew that the right relationship was coming your way? What would you do if you know that you didn't have long to live and you needed to do something meaningful with your life? Now, these are questions that quite often we don't ask ourselves when we're caught in the stress of a stressful situation. A recent breakup, not being able to see your kids, having lost your job. Things like this, you can ruminate and they can eat you away from within if you let them, folks. So what you're going to do is outsource all of that stuff now. And you're going to ask this question. What would I need to know right now to change my life positively? What would you have to do? Who would you need to speak to? Where would you need to be? And just imagine having achieved what it is that you're looking for. What would you have to achieve to know that you're in a better energy space? What we're doing, we're going to start energizing better things, folks. You're going to energize better things. We're going to outsource all of the shit that's happened, and you're going to give yourself time to think about what would have to happen for all of this to be worth it. Now, there's a question. All of this heavy duty shit, what would I have to be doing? What would I be in my life if to make all of this worthwhile? Whatever that is, folks, that's where your energy needs to be. That's where it needs to be, my Jedi friends. Start energizing the better you, energizing the better future, energizing what you can do, what you can think about to make your life better. Because ruminating on the problem over and over again is giving it more energy and giving it more power, which is why we're going to outsource that to the universe now. What the universe needs you to do is to wake up as to what you can do in the right here and now, energetically, that feels better. Now, let's just suppose that your fairy godmother or your fairy godfather just appeared there and say, what do you want? And I can tell you from working with people directly, most people don't know. If you don't know what you want, you'll get more of what you don't. So the first thing you need is a plan, my Jedi friends, a plan for a better life and a better you. What does it look like? And be experimental, be ambitious with that. Have no limits. The only caveats are, and you wouldn't be watching this video if I needed to explain this in at length, is you're going to do good for yourself and the planet. Do that, my Jedi friends, and your world will change. Outsource your issues to the universe and wake up, my Jedi friends. Take control of your life. Start energizing what you want and less of what you don't, and you will feel better. And if you want more of these little tips, then by all means, subscribe to the channel, my Jedi friends. And if you want another one of my little videos, you will find it just there. But either way, energize what you want, outsource what you don't, and you will start to feel better.